Hey guys, Psychic here, and welcome back to another episode of Cave Factory with me. Hello. And we were working on a colony, and I went a little overboard, I think, but it's okay. Save some time on y'all's part. So we're working. Ow. I can walk. We're working on our colonies, Icaria, and I left off last time. I think we started 2 buildings. We have our town hall started, and then the builder. And I know I said that I would start each building with all of y'all, but I'm impatient. And I figured this stuff is going to take so long in the first place that we'll just kind of do updates as time goes on. So this is what we got so far, and it's very different because we now have almost every single building that I've been needing. They're all at various levels. I think our builders at tier 3 along with this particular guard tower is also tier 3. That's tier 2, and then I think everything else is at tier 2 or 3. Minimum 2 and some are 3. So we haven't gotten anything to tier 5 yet, but I didn't want to jump ahead too far. But we did it this far. Most of this was just to kind of, like I said, get some of the buildings out of the way because it's the same process as I showed before of how you put down a building and just give the builder materials and then she'll do it and that sort of thing. And then also to try to get some of them to stop complaining because some of them will complain about, oh, there's no... And they're still complaining about this one. They're saying the guard towers are not close enough to their... where they live or where they work. The little bit of research that I did will show that there is a distance that they have to be to the guard towers, but there's also a leveling thing. So I think they prefer the guard towers to be a higher level than what they're at. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to just go ahead and jump down here. But some of them complain still and some don't. So like here is our lumberjack. It's Mavis. She's doing wonderful here. And she's as close to this guard tower as possible. So she doesn't complain about it being near her work, but she will complain that it's not close enough to her home. Because her home is all the way at that end. So I'm debating on, hey, Raphael, I have a lot of new villagers, such as Brandon. I built a house, so they've started making children. And I didn't think they would do that because the people that I started out with don't live in the house, but they proceeded to have a child and then shove it into the house, and I don't know who is the parent. So it's polyamorous now as far as I'm concerned. Everybody just gets along. But yeah, so I need to give Mavis another axe. I've been giving her gold axes, but I think I'm going to just do stone today. I'll give you 3. Now, the higher level that you go, the higher level of stuff you can give. So I could probably give her a higher level one now, but it's fine. Stone's fine for now because she's just been in charge of getting all of my spruce. So making sure I'm getting all of that. For some reason, sometimes they ask for stripped logs. I have yet to figure that one out, but that's my spruce production. Over here is our miner, and let's see if he's here. He might be downstairs. Yeah. He's been a little busy, as you could tell, as deep this goes, but he has yet to make any veins. He's just been digging down, and I'm not sure why. I'm gonna do this the way that makes more sense to me. My mouse has been crazy. Okay, so down here we have Micah. Micah's been very busy. Does require a bit of spruce, but he'll mark out things. So he's got what mine level it is, the level Y, and then how many nodes there are. I don't know if he's just going to keep digging down first and then start making nodes or what, but he's been getting plenty of, like, material for us. I don't think there's any... Yeah, there's a little bit of material, so he's just getting a little bit of everything. A very passive way to get ore, not something I particularly need, but it's good for him. That's one of our guards, Brandon, and then we've got 2 children that live in there because it's a level 2. Oh, and then we have our farmer over here, which for us is Raul. Raul's been very busy because I've actually had to clear this out a couple times. I only have him growing wheat, but he's grown a lot of wheat and given lots and lots and lots of seeds. So I do plan on putting some more fields in at some point, but I'm waiting until this is fully leveled up before I bother giving him any more stuff to do. So yeah, that's everything, and then we have our, what are you? Whatever this building's called. I can't remember right now, I'm tired. Barracks? No? Not barracks. I've mentioned it before. But I think this is only a level 1, right? Yeah, tavern, yeah. So we've got our 4 original citizens. Now leveling this up does not level up how many citizens live in here like the house does. But it is nice because I do think it makes the citizens happier. I just haven't bothered to do it because this was not really a super high need at the moment. I was just focusing on getting the buildings. So that's that. I have a bed here so I can sleep through the night because they don't work through the night. I also learned that they don't work through thunderstorms, which is always fun to find out because I don't see it, but they do. So sometimes it's like daytime won't let me sleep, and I'm like, why are they all just hanging out in the tavern? And then they're just like, oh, it's raining, so we're napping. I'm like, well, I just turned the rain off when that happens, but it's fine. So we only have one more building, and I've been waiting on this one, because this is one that we are going to need for our food quest, which is the bakery. Now, I do believe some of the people that we have here are jobless at the moment. So let's see who we got up here just hanging out. Madeline! Who also, I've been waiting for 2 weeks to get a job. You want a restaurant? Oh, you're hungry. I've been feeding my villagers, I swear. She's just never left her house. Hey, take this. That's good food, right? Sometimes those swirlies mean they sick. A lot of the citizens have been getting the flu as of late, but it's a simple fix. It's just carrots and potatoes, but it's annoying, to say the least, because they won't work during that either. I'm not trying to work them to the bone, but I need things done. And there's some things I just cannot provide, like a restaurant. I don't have enough room for that, so I have to hand feed them. But that's okay. So I think for this episode, we're going to make this baker over here, and then I do think I want us to at least attempt some of the food quests that we have going on, but we shall see. So let's go ahead and make a baker. Which, this should be super simple to craft. Yeah, it's just some wheat, your building tool, and then some planks, and it makes a bakery. I hope this is what I needed. Is it a bakery that I needed? I hope so. So, as before, you just right-click. You change it to whatever level. I like to always look at what level 5 looks like. And then switch it around. So, I want the front here. I believe I have it set like this. So it won't be too close. See, there is a little bit of gap. And this is what a level 5 of the builder, haha, just a house will look like. So it's going to be real big and fancy. But this is how big the bakery is. And this should be decent enough. So I'm just going to go raise it up off the floor a little bit. All right, this is the height that we want it. I don't like how plain this side is. But once we get all of these to level 5, I plan on doing a lot of decoration to kind of have everything mesh a lot better. But once we do that, we're just going to click on this green button, and it'll put it down. And I'm going to go ahead and break all of this stuff, because this is just going to be in our way otherwise, and we can have our builder assigned to here. Now, because I've had our builder building a lot of things, I don't have to give her materials as often, because I give her excess usually. So she's got a lot of excess to work with in the first place. But sometimes she wants things very specific, such as just random buttons. I'm not really sure of the point yet, but let's go ahead and have build options, build building. We should have most of this. We won't have the furnace. But let's see if she will even agree to do this. Where is she? It's not nighttime yet. Is she building something else? No. There she is, Adelie. She's taking a nap. Okay. You gonna build? Yep. Started working on Bakery 1, so what do you need? Oh, you have everything, but you need some more spruce logs and spruce stairs. That is nice. Spruce. Now, I'm running low on spruce, I will admit that. But it's fine. Now I just need 82 spruce stairs. And like I said, I try to give her excess of everything, so I don't focus too much on... what's the words I'm looking for? Keeping extra materials for me. So, like, I'm going to give her 2 stacks, which I know is way too much, and I'm going to go put it downstairs, because I have this organized, even though she refuses to keep it organized half the time. Though, this time she has so far. Well, that button doesn't belong there. That button belongs in the wood pile.
I serve with pleasure.
We know you do. It's fine. Okay. So, she should have everything now. It will be in the required resources. Oh, there it goes. Yep, supplied 100%. Use 0%, so she's just going to keep on going. So we're going to let her do that, and that's going to take a little bit, so hopefully she'll be... Oh! Nope. No. Nope. She broke the torches. Oh, yeah, sorry. I forgot this is your job. Alright, Jaylene, what's wrong with you?
Not good enough, eh?
Oh, you're hungry too. We can fix that. Here, you can have
I
this.
serve with pleasure.
I kept the other ones fed. I don't know if it's just me, but I think sometimes the workers... Oh, it's bedtime. I think sometimes the workers, eat slower, so they don't require as much food, which is strange to me because... I didn't mean to click on that, but that's fine. Which is strange to me because I feel like when you work, you need more food, but... I don't know. I'm gonna go put down another feral flare lantern for the meantime, because I do not need zombies spawning over here at all. But that shouldn't interrupt anything, so we'll let that go. And while she goes ahead and builds, and assuming that nothing else goes wrong, we're gonna go upstairs for a while and go work on something else. So while I've been letting them build and waiting for that, I've also been trying to go through a lot of the ore, because I have a thing downstairs, and I think I showed y'all. It's for this mod, environmental core, yeah. And having that run, so we've been getting a lot of ore in general. So I've been trying to go through it and smelt it. It doesn't look like a lot because I've been going through and smelting it, but promise you. And I still have a lot of ore that's in my dank. So I've been just trying to smelt through that. I actually made another 64k storage because this was getting full, though now it doesn't look as full because I cleared a lot of the ore out, but whatever. And I've just been letting this run. Right now I have gold going through it. I think I'm actually about to use the rest of what I have, which is great. Here we go. And I've just been letting this go. I smelted all my iron, and then I got all my gold, and it'll just keep going down from there. I've also been smelting, like, a lot of redstone and lapis, even though I don't need as much as that. But we are going to need another one of these ultimate singularities anyway, so I'm not going to complain too much about it. So that's what I've been doing, and I've also been, because this has been recommended for the challenges, is I should be using a lot more of the refined storage stuff, which I have. So if we go into our crafter, I've been making a lot of recipes. I have made every single recipe that's required to make the infinite storage part, all the way down, all the different types of patterns, the different levels of storage, that's the word I'm trying to use, the different types of processors. I have silicon, I have quartz enriched iron, how to make string, processor binding, or a couple different things. The only problem that I'm having, and if any of you can tell me exactly how to fix this, is if I go into, and I have a crafting monitor here, if I go in here, I have it selected just for crafting, and I want to make one infinite storage part. It'll tell me a bunch of different things that I need, which is awesome because that's what it's supposed to do, but it stops, like, it'll go down the levels of the different things I need, and then it'll stop at this particular storage part. So it won't keep going down the line, and if I ask it to make this storage part, it'll stop. But in the only time I think it'll start recognizing the other types of crafting stuff again is when I hit the 64k. So for whatever reason, like for this one, if I hit start, it wants 3 of these, but it won't tell me below it. So if I go 3 of the 4 this, it'll tell me it wants 3 more of these. I don't understand how to, like, force it to understand that I have the recipes in here. I don't know if there even is a way, or if this is just some weird thing. Because this is what it is. Once I click the 256k storage part, it recognizes that I have other storage part recipes, and now it's only asking for sand. And when I craft the infinite storage part, it says I have, like, these levels. So I don't understand why it doesn't just keep going down the line, because this makes it a little bit more difficult for me. I've actually had to write down, because it'll recognize the 256k, so at the moment, with what I have, I need 2,186 of those. So I know if I ask for that particularly, I'll have enough for the infinite storage part, at least up to that level, but it's just a little aggravating, because I know what the point of the crafting is so it can go down the line, and it's just not doing it. But, since I've been working on that, I need different types of things, and I'm like, I know one of the things I need is glass, and just to make glass, I need to melt sand. So as you can see, I have not moved the elevator that I have, but I have created a new one because it was bothering me where it was. So if we go downstairs, I still have our environmental core stuff working, but I have also decorated a room in a very strange way, and I know that, but it brought me enjoyment. And I have a netherite furnace down here that I have connected to our system to make smelt the different types of processors and the glass. So that way that can automatically be done when we're crafting those things, and I don't have to worry about doing that myself. So that's all connected back here. It wasn't that bad. We've done this before, technically, like when we were working on the Pneumatikraft stuff. So that's super nice. The other thing is I know we've been talking about needing a crud load of glass, well, sand for glass, and then quartz. And what I did, which this is probably not the most majestic way to do it, but what I did, since I'm not really using this, I have moved my infinite mana thing to, I know this is gonna look so janky, but we have moved it here, because I'm doing something, and that something is stupid, but I'm doing it. I have it where I have an open crate above it, and it's being pumped from this barrel here, and what it's doing is it's going into the Everlasting Guilty pool, which above it I have this vector plate. I don't know if the vector plate is necessarily required, but I've been using it because it moves the item, so it actually, the items will phase through it, go into the Infinite Guilty pool, change, and then, for whatever reason, pop back up, and the vector plate will move it to this hopper that gets put back into the barrel. These trapdoors are simply just so it stays within that little line, excuse me, when it's popping out instead of flying everywhere. And then here, I just decided to have these pistons so I can move what's underneath the pool. So this one is the alchemy, and then below what I have it now is the other one, as you can see the red. So when I hit the buttons, it changes. Not the most beautiful way of doing it, but it works. So what's interesting to me is that, so when I'm doing the cobblestone to glass, it's cobblestone to glass. That's it. Glass. Sand. Am I even saying that right? I'm pretty sure. I'm all over the place today, and I apologize. Can you type? Thank you. Yeah, cobblestone to sand, and then the sand smelts into glass. So it's a one-on-one, so anything that I put into this barrel, it's just going to change once. Because I don't believe that sand changes into anything else in the pool. I'm double-checking now. No, it doesn't. So it's just one-to-one, so as many as I put into this barrel. For quartz, on the other hand, I have basically made the quickest way to lag out the server. So, like, if we look at nether quartz, when we're doing it in the mana infusion and you put the conjuring catalyst, and for each quartz you get 2 back out of it. So I'm gonna do something fun. We're gonna just show how this works. I'm gonna grab 2 nether quartz, because I want to put 1 in my dank. And I'm gonna put it right there, because I want to see how many that we can get when I do this. And I know I have the correct catalyst underneath here. I'm gonna put it into the barrel, and then we're gonna count to 10. Make sure my magnet's off. And I just want y'all to guess. Throw a guess in the comments or don't, I don't care. How many quartz you think I'm about to produce in 10-ish seconds, okay? Let's throw it in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, there is no way to turn this off until I go in here and grab all of this, so hang on. Okay. That was only 10 seconds. Not too crazy, right? 125. Doesn't seem that bad, right? Doesn't seem like it's gonna be that much. But just like, if I keep putting more in there, and it just spits it all out in droves, it'll just keep going. And I'm just gonna let it sit here for a second. I'm not gonna count. I'm just gonna let it keep going. Y'all can listen to the annoying sound that it makes after a while. But this can do quite a lot. I don't have another quartz in my, tank, do I? No. I'll just grab one more. And, we'll just look around, see how much this lags me in a little bit. It's just gonna keep going for a minute. It gets to the point where the hoppers can't keep up, but that's okay. The lag's starting a little bit now. Yeah, now it's really starting. I need to hit magnet. Okay. So we hit the magnet. Let's clear this out so it stops doing its thing. You done? Yeah. So in those couple seconds, I now have 13,000 quartz. So 10 seconds, not that much. 30 seconds, And it'll go even faster the more you overload the barrel in the first place. It only started so slow because we only put 1. But the second time we did it, I put in 2 stacks. So this is the quickest way to possibly ever get quartz, is what I've determined. So I'm not too worried about our quartz situation anymore. We're still going to need a crap ton, to say the least. And also moving from the dank to my grid is not always fun, but it's fine. Because I can actually go look. If we go look... Well, actually, no, I can't because the thing is stupid. We're going to need a lot of quartz. It's just what it boils down into. It's just a lot of quartz. Come on. I just want to get everything in here. Here we go. And there we go. So we have now 74,000 quartz instead of the whatever number we had, and this also slowly increases because of our nether generator, but that's fine. So yeah, super simple setup. Way to lag out a server if you want to. I don't recommend doing it, but it's an option. And that'll also work for anything else if you're trying to duplicate it. But it's also just nice, because like I said, I'm going to need a lot of sand at some point. And I think that's the easiest way for me personally to get sand, and it's pretty quick, so I can't complain about it, really. It's just getting it to... And you could probably have it pull cobblestone out of the system automatically. I was trying to do that, though, where it would request it, but it just... I can't... Well, no, the way I have it set up now would probably work the way that I've been wanting it to work. I'll set it up a different time. Because we are nearing the end of this episode, so let's go see how far Adelie has gotten on our build. We didn't get to any of the food quests. It's fine. Alright, let's see. Adelie has done Jackal because she dug a hole and probably wants a... Well, right now she's going to bed. She probably wants a pickaxe. Well, that wasn't how I thought that would go. Well, I'll have her continue to build in between episodes, and we'll see how that goes in the next one. I am not going to do anything in between episodes. I'm just going to jump into the next one, I think. Because we really do need to start these food quests, so I'm going to leave our villagers alone after I figure out what the heck she wants from me. And we'll actually just start doing that, because we desperately need to work on that chapter, because it's really the last chapter outside of this one that we have, because this one just doesn't exist to me. So, yeah. What is it that you need, Adelie, that you're complaining about? I know. Yeah, that's what I figured. I don't know what pickaxe you'll take from me, so I'm just gonna give you a... Will you take iron now?
Not good enough, eh?
Will you take this now? Yes. Yay. Perfect. Right? You gonna go? Alright.
Not good enough, eh?
Oh god. You have it in your... Okay, yeah, so she'll take that now. You didn't close the door! They're fine. But we're gonna leave it off there. If you have any tips, tricks, or anything like that, please put it down in the comments below. I always greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this slightly chaotic video from my end. I'm trying. Today's been a day. So yeah, I will see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye!